Hello everybody, I'm Scuttles, and today we're going to be looking at the announcement that was recently just made, the early access trailer for Prehistoric Kingdom. This is a game that I've kind of been following for a bit now. Back whenever it was first announced, I backed it on Kickstarter and everything, and I've been getting the devlogs through emails as the months have gone by, and I've just kind of slowly been keeping an eye on it. I haven't done too much looking into everything. I've just been reading the newsletters that come out through the Kickstarter emails and whatnot. But they've recently just announced a trailer, and I just thought I would kind of take a look at it and just kind of give my initial thoughts about it and everything, because this is definitely something I would like to do in the future whenever this is released. So without further ado, let's get this video started and see what the game has to offer. So far, this looks great. Just this first quick glimpse, it's the woolly mammoths, it looks like. So let's see what happens.
What if time could be rewritten? What if we could bring back the wondrous creatures extinction left behind? What if you could run your own prehistoric kingdom? Through the power of genetic technology, biological marvels from a bygone era roam the earth once more, providing an opportunity to protect, preserve, and nurture the ancient past. But it's not just the animals that are looked after. State-of-the-art facilities keep the guests entertained and satisfied throughout their visit to the park. This place is a sanctuary for our planet's rich history, with extinct species of all shapes and sizes. And of course, you can also find some of the cute ones. It reminds me of mine back home. It's crucial we give these beautiful creatures the respect and care they need. Or else we might be the ones facing extinction.
Okay. Available in the second quarter of 2021. Closed alpha coming soon. I don't know if I get access to that or not. Probably not. Alright, so first impressions on this. I think it actually looks really good. I'm just gonna kind of leave this looping in the background for the meantime, but overall I'd say this looks really good. It gives me a very strong vibe of the Planet Zoo game released by Frontier, which I guess could be pretty expected seeing as it is a park builder game. But the whole like style and art style and everything, it's just very reminiscent of that to me. Obviously you could argue that it's similar to Jurassic World Evolution, seeing as it's a park builder with dinosaurs and stuff. But this, despite the fact that that is a game, this feels much more reminiscent of Planet Zoo than Jurassic World Evolution to me. Maybe that's just me personally, I'm not sure, but I don't know, I really like everything that this has been showing so far. If we kind of like just scrub through this slowly, we can maybe closely identify a few things. So this first shot, it looks like we've got some sort of just sauropods just grazing in the forest. So I'm not seeing anything too specific here, but this is some in-engine alpha footage. So things will probably be improved a bit, but despite that it's saying that, I thought that everything in this trailer looked like really good looking. Moving on, looks like we've just got some scenery right here. And it seems to be running things at a very good frame rate despite having all of this stuff going on in the background, so that's impressive. The animations I thought looked pretty good too for the most part. The only thing animation-wise that was kind of throwing me off a bit was the people. I thought they looked a bit odd walking about, and I think a simple fix to that could be if they just had a bit of a bob to them, moving up and down as they walk, instead of just kind of perfectly floating around like ghosts. Like, watch closely at the people when they walk. They don't bob up and down. Like, this is actually the girl right here in the black shirt that I had noticed. If you look at her, she floats perfectly along. Her legs are moving, but her center of mass never shifts from where it is. She just perfectly glides along. And I think if they just added a little bit of up and down movement on that, then that would make the guests feel a bit more alive. From looking at the different developer notes and everything that have been released through the emails as time has gone by, I've seen that it's got a much more like in-depth interactive build system that is like fully up to just you as the creator's potential. You just get to kind of drag and place objects very similar to the like Planet Coaster, Planet Zoo franchise and stuff. And not everything is just going to be drag and drop, such as with Jurassic World Evolution. So everything you can just drag in an individual piece and create your own buildings and scale everything and rotate them however you see fit. And I really like that touch. And then this right here, this little aviary thing with the Microraptors in it, or whatever that is, maybe it's like an Archaeopteryx or something, I don't really know. But I'm assuming this is going to be similar to the Pteranodon exhibit from Evolution, which is basically just going to be like a drag and drop thing. It's not actually going to be its own unique set of like AI pathing and stuff. It's just going to be a looped animation that plays over and over. And there's the T-Rex. Gets out. I love the David Attenborough sort of narration going along with it. It's a really nice touch. So I think what we're going to do is just kind of go through these like frame by frame and see if we can find anything interesting. Let's see. This first impression right here with the brachiosaurs or whatever these are just grazing in the trees and the narration that cuts over, it's just, I don't know. I think I can speak for all Jurassic Park fans out there when I say that this is the dream. This is what we want. This is just, since that first movie, this is what all of us have wanted. And these games are what bring us closest to that, so there's just kind of like a little bit of a magical thing. But especially with the voiceover narration, it's just, it's so nice. That's all I have to say about that, really. But moving on, it's just some lovely foliage. Then here we got what looks to be like the Nasutoceratops, or however you pronounce that thing, was released in the Battle of Big Rock trailer. I'm not sure if they brought that into this game specifically because of the hype from the Battle of Big Rock, or if they had it ahead of time and it's just a bit of a coincidence now, but either way, it's looking great. It's got a nice large nose. I'm sure it's a great sniffer. And then right here, the grand reveal. It's like Disney's dinosaur going over the cliff with the brachiosaur, and then the cliff face right there looking over the park. Almost reminiscent of the ending of Jurassic World, even whenever the Rex roars from the helipad way up above, overviewing the park. And it just looks so good. Like, what game have you played before where you can make these intricate like cliff faces? Like, it's not just a straight off drop like a lot of games would be. Like, these are unique looking like rocks placed and everything that look, I don't know, like, it's just something different about it. Like, it looks like a really good cliff face. It's not just like a straight drop. Like, every rock seems to be unique and everything. You don't see like any specific patterns overlaying everywhere. It's a shame that every single time you pause it gets blurry, but oh well. And then you can see all the park down there. I don't know what this exhibit is here with the river running through it. I guess I can use my mouse, not my mouth, my mouse to point out some things. I forget that I can do this and interact with you guys. I've kind of been using my finger, but y'all can't see that. Anyways, so it almost looks like it comes like forking in the road, and then there could be like a bridge that goes over the river here. So that'd be really cool if there were like not Sarcosuchus, but like, you know, just any sort of aquatic sort of creatures that you could put in there, whether it was Sarcosuchus or say like alligator guards, just normal fish, like even like the coelacanth. Those are really cool. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Is it coelacanth or coelacanth? I don't know. Either way, they might not even be either of those, but who cares? You know what I'm talking about. You got the point. You can see the bathroom, and what is that called? I think that's from later on in the trailer, the Pato Apparel or something like that. Now I'm not sure what this big facility is here. It could be like a hatchery or something, but it looks great. And then we've got the giant redwood trees. That's something that they had pointed out in their devlogs that they would release. Is they have many different like biomes and diverse areas that you can create with all the foliage and just terrain tools, and it's just really great. But moving on, we can see a nice little like a palm tree pathway down below, which looks really great to walk down. I'd love to be like in the perspective of the guest walking through the park, going down that path and looking over to your right and left and seeing the different creatures. It'd be so magical. Then just hearing like the calls of this guy up in the sky. I'm not sure what this is right here, but it looks to be almost like some sort of butterfly exhibit from a zoo. So in terms of so in terms of like Prehistoric Kingdom, I'm not sure if this could be like, say, some sort of prehistoric insect exhibit, or just more of like microraptor sort of stuff, or could even be the little staccato things. Y'all told me to call them tacos from the aisle. I'll have to look up the actual name of that thing. I'm not gonna know how to pronounce it, but I'll put it up on screen, I guess.
Psittacosaurus.
I love all the waterfalls in the background too, and like this. Oh well, I kind of went past it, but it looked great too with all the rocks lining the water. I think this is actually the same exhibit, just from a closer perspective. So that looks really nice. I'm trying to see if there's like anything unique that maybe like they haven't fully made revealed yet, but it's like, you know, you're in the bushes or something that's kind of like a sneaky little thing. See if you can find it. We got like the Edmontosaurus or whatever these are, just feeding from the feeders, like that right there. Ooh, there's some Styracosaurus down there, and there's a bunch of lily pads that looked all really nice. I need to get better with my pausing and stuff, but look at that. That looks so good. Then we got some sort of theropod carnivores down here. One's eating, one's just walking around. I love the way that meat just jiggles down there. Oh, this guy's running now. I'm not sure what that was. It might be the same thing as what that was there, but like a different skin. And there's the guests and the different buildings going around. T-Rex Cafe. Very nice. Oh, there was a better look at that one exhibit. Let's see if we can see anything in there. It just looks sort of like a walk-around thing. I'm not seeing any creatures, so if it is anything, then maybe it would be. Or maybe it's actually just like a paleo observatory area where you just get to see like prehistoric plants and stuff. But I don't know, I guess only time will tell. We'll find out soon enough. Ooh, look at these big like prehistoric flowers. So I guess they could be normal flowers, but they look massive. Some nice little observatory windows. That almost looks like there's not even like glass there. I mean, I guess glass is clear, but I don't know, this almost makes me feel as though you could like toss food in or something. I'm sure there'd be a better way to do that than this massive hole. This is a nice looking shot. You can see some more types of trees and stuff. Ooh, and I don't know what this exhibit is, but it looks really cool. Whatever it is has to be kept real like down low and everything. Could be dangerous like the raptors or something. You have to look down at them from the outside of the raptor paddock in Jurassic Park. So maybe that's kind of what they're going for there. And I love this like wetlands looking area. Bunch of water and bushes and trees everywhere. Looks really nice. Ooh, and then there's like a woolly rhino. I forget the actual name of it. It might be like Elasmotherium or something like that. And then here's the woolly mammoths. We got Manny from the Ice Age up in here. And that looks so good. It looks like we're gonna have like herding and stuff, so that's really nice. The way that they all kind of stayed together and walked in the same direction. Little trumpet. Got some saber-toothed smilodons. A microraptor exhibit. A friendly little fella. So good. These guys. Oh, whoa. These guys. Look at these little cute potatoes of creatures. Look at the size of that ball compared to them. This guy would be like up to your like shins. I'm not sure how big these actually were, but they look so tiny and adorable. You could take one home as a pet. I would. Like a little chubby dog lizard thing. We'll have Timmy and Tabby. Timmy and Tabby the tacos. Moving on, this thing, I don't know what in the world this thing is. I remember seeing it in the developer notes, but I just completely forget what sort of creature this is supposed to be. But it's weird and I like it. I love the big, like, bulging neck and the chunky body. So good. Walking through the lily pads. The lily pads look really nice. I don't remember those from any devlogs or anything, but they look really good. Oh! Little... Yeah, I think it is the Protoceratops, but either way, it's an adorable little guy, and I love the designs on these guys. That's one thing that I think Jurassic World Evolution kind of lacked with, was the really neat textures and designs that all the creatures could have. All the skins, that's a better word for it. There you go. Every single dinosaur in this game has looked super unique and creative and original, and it's really nice to look at. Like, you can see all the different styles of stuff going on. Like, you've got the the browns that go from light to dark from top to bottom, and then as you move along the body towards the tail, you get into this weird like giraffe or like okapi sort of look, and it's really pleasing to see everything that's going on with them, and every single one is kind of unique too. It's not like there's just there's a brown skin. Every single one has an interesting texture or something going on with it that makes it kind of stand out. Got some more sauropods. I'm not sure what this creature is here with the spikes on his butt. Call this dude Spike Butt. Oh, and there's a little Ankylosaurus down here. I didn't even see him before. Hello. So these look like they could be two different creatures because this guy looks much more plump and rotund than this guy. Plus his face and like his whole neck region looks a bit thicker than this. But maybe that could just be perspective and they are the same. Not really sure. But they do look a little bit different to me. But perhaps it's just lighting and skins and angles. Oh, and there's a little Dryosaur there. Hello, little guy. Yeah, look at the Ankylosaur just sleeping there. More Dryosaurs and the Stegosaurs with a really long neck. I like that. Then, oh, hold up. Into the next frame, we've got the Parasaurolophus and whatever these guys are. I think these were called, what were they, like Lambeosaurs, maybe? Or maybe it was the... Maybe it's not Lambeosaur and it's like that Centaursaur or whatever it's called. Not sure. Ooh, there's it again, but like, back with the skins and everything, like, you've got this really nice, vibrant color for the, like, cresty area. I'm not sure what you'd call it on this thing, which doesn't really have, like, a full-on crest. I'll call it a crest anyways. Is that a crest? I don't know. And then moving down it, this reminds me of, like, a real-life creature. I'm not sure what it's reminding me of. Maybe it is just, like, back to an okapi or something. But it seems very similar to that. And then the dense foliage all around the ground and everything. It's like, you can't even see just, like, a plain flat texture on the ground, which is really nice. Everything is like this really nice dense foliage of what are these, like ferns down below, and it makes it look really nice, like you're actually out in the jungle instead of in a park. Like you can barely see the edge of the enclosure back there. It feels like you're actually like back in time. And then there's this gorgeous shot with the sunset and everything, and these look like Camarasaurus looking dinos, and then the Brachiosaur right here. These guys all look to be having about the same skin. There might be a bit of difference between male and female because, well, perhaps not. I was gonna say that this guy looks like he has a much thicker neck and like limbs than these guys, but it could just be angle because I look at this one and it also's got a pretty thicky neck with some skinny legs, whereas this one looked to be only skinny. But I don't know, maybe I'm just looking into it too much because I do know that they do have male and female differences in this game. Another thing that I think this game does, from back whenever I played the early demo of it, is they hatch out as babies and they like seamlessly grow into their adult form, which is lovely. I love when a game does that. Instead of just having a baby creature all of a sudden pop and turn into an adult, or just having it spawn as an adult. I love it whenever they're small and they just sort of like slowly grow into their adult form. I think that is the best thing that you can do in any sort of like park simulation game, or just anything that involves growing creatures. Look at that open plains, like it's gonna go hunting down some woolly mammoths or something. It's so neat. You already know we're gonna be releasing these on the Guest in the Park eventually, or they're gonna break out one way or another. This thing is gonna go hunting some people, and that'll be crazy to see one day. And then there she is, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've been waiting for. The grand attraction in the park, what everybody came to see. Look at her walking along the side of the fence. And then she breaks out. And that's where they leave it, because the rest is up to you. I wouldn't be surprised if they put some like asset containment sort of features implemented into the game, like you have to go hunt them down in a helicopter or something. And back in the day they had these like jeeps that you could take out, and I don't remember exactly what the jeeps were for then. It might have just been just to go drive around in a jeep and look around the park. I don't think they had much of a feature at the time. They might have. I'll see if I can find some old footage of me playing that or something, if I even have it. But either way, I'm sure you could go hunt down all your escaped dinos as the park rangers in the jeeps or something, or perhaps they'll have like a heli station similar to like J-Pog and Evolution to go trank down your escapees and stuff. But yeah, it looks really great. I've got no complaints with this except for the fact that the guests look a little bit lifeless, but I'm sure that as this is an alpha, there will be progress happening to it. It's just an early access announcement trailer, so I'm sure that there will be large improvements made to the game. But despite that, this looks like a very playable, enjoyable experience the way that it is now, and I'm excited to see where it goes with this in the future. I'm not sure how long of a video this turned out to be. Perhaps I should have gone into more detail because I'm feeling like it'll be shorter than I think. Or who knows, maybe this will actually turn out a lot longer than I realized it was going to be. But either way, I hope you enjoyed this little analysis and picking apart of the trailer. I'll just keep this playing in the background for now. I know I did. I think that this looks really promising, and I'm really excited about the future of this game. So let me know down below if you'd like to see any more updates of Prehistoric Kingdom with what they do with the progress of the game in the future. And definitely let me know if you'd like to see me play it in the future, because I would definitely like to. So it'll be on the channel in the future, let's put it that way. It will be there. But let me know down below if you want me to keep releasing like updates whenever they have like bigger events coming out on this game. And we'll make a video on it and kind of keep everybody updated on what all is happening in the game. Looks so good though. And I'll just leave this here to to fade to black too. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until next time, I'll see you later. Bye bye.
Through the power of genetic technology, biological marvels from a bygone era roam the earth once more, providing an opportunity to protect, preserve and nurture the ancient past. But it's not just the animals that are looked after. State-of-the-art facilities keep the guests entertained and satisfied throughout their visit to the park. This place is a sanctuary for our planet's rich history, with extinct species of all shapes and sizes. And of course, you can also find some of the cute ones. It reminds me of mine back home. It's crucial we give these beautiful creatures the respect and care they need. Or else we might be the ones facing extinction.